with surfboards stacked up in the sand. We heard an eerie, supernatural band. Four zombies played a sinister tune as the vampires danced beneath the moon.
It's a Halloween scene under the stars with the witches and ghosts and the aliens from Mars. The ghouls are dancing on the sandy shore. In the Halloween scene, you never know what's in store.
Ha ha ha! The werewolves howled a crazy song, while in the sea the spirits swayed along. The night grew late, the stars shone bright. We surfed till dawn, till first daylight. With crashing waves upon this dark playground, this Halloween scene was the best around.
It's a Halloween scene under the stars with the witches and ghosts and the aliens from Mars. The ghouls are dancing on the sandy shore.
Sandy shore.
Halloween scene, you never know what's in store.
Hit it, Nico! Play that guitar! Jack-o'-lanterns lit up the night. All this monster mashup had no end in sight. A skeleton drummer slayed every note in
So many of us on the move, on the paths we choose. We worry about things people say and the things we do. But I don't care about nothing that doesn't care about me. I just wanna be happy to be. Come get happy with me. 'Cause we all rise and we all fall. Place our bets, might lose it all. But then one day it all makes sense. We gotta live like this is not the end. Live like this is not the end. Live life, live life. So if you wake up with the sun, or if you're the owl, take on each day as it comes, and remember love is power. When you're on top of the mountain, or looking out on the waves, I hope you drink from the fountain each day, and wash your worries away. 'Cause we all rise and we all fall. Place our bets, might lose it all. And then one day it all makes sense. We just gotta live like this is not the end. 'Cause we all rise and we all fall. We place our bets, might lose it all. Oh, then one day it all makes sense. We just gotta live like this is not the end. The end. Live like this is not the end. The end. Live life, live life. You driving me crazy. Gonna lose myself. I'm feeling hazy. You driving me crazy. Gonna lose myself. I'm feeling hazy. Kinsman.
There we are.
live.
Yes, the Halloween haunt pumpkin.
There we go.
Yeah.
Ronnie's going to check that. He's not going to make that mistake like last night after his scolding there, Kinsman.
Can you hear us, Ronnie? Are we all good?
Yeah, we're good.
Went through all my best material, and no one could hear
you
it
know
last
I give you the lecture all the time. We have a comedian in here, right?
Yeah.
You know I'm an aspiring
I know.
comedian.
You've already
you
paid
don't
me to laugh at your jokes.
You never laugh at anything I say. It actually makes you in a worse mood.
I do laugh.
And we get a comedian come in here, and you're falling off your chair. You know, I have feelings, Kinsman. Don't you know
Well,
that?
I've been paid off to not hurt your feelings.
And now we have two comedians in here.
Yeah,
so, like,
two.
you know, laugh, but not
If
so
you're
hard.
in for some laugh therapy.
Yeah, there we go.
Laugh Therapy Live is happening if you're wondering what's going on tomorrow night at Full Beard Brewing. $25 a ticket. We've got two of the main stars of the show in our studio.
We
Studio
do.
67
You
in
got to
downtown
talk about the
Timmins.
prize there, Kinsman.
Yes.
Wait till you
we're giving
see-
away 2 tickets.
Wait till you see my new graphic I worked on.
2 tickets
Boom, skull.
to this amazing comedy show tomorrow night at Full Beard Brewing.
Yeah, you see, I did all that work and you didn't even
I
recognize my skull.
recognize
You
it.
can't even see
You're
it
using
with your
what?
eyes.
What is it? Times Roman for
No,
the
there
font. You're
is
using
a
that
skull in the middle of the wheel of winning. Ginsman, I
I
chatted with
need
Ronnie.
my bifocals.
I chatted with Ronnie last night. I'll chat with you tonight. But okay, so
So 2 tickets.
2 tickets are
To
on the
tomorrow
line.
night's show, and if you want to buy tickets, fullbeerbrewing.com, or just show up to Full Beer tomorrow night at 8 p.m.
Ronnie has the link ready to go.
He's got the link
He
ready to
did your
go.
job for you, Kinsman.
All right.
So okay, introduce
We're
our
ready
guests.
to introduce 2 of the comedians that are a part of Laugh Therapy Live tomorrow night. The tour, Full Beer Brewing. We've got Courtney Racicot and Ryan Horwood.
There they are, Kinsman.
Studio 67. Here they are.
Hey guys, thanks for having us.
Well,
Yeah,
thanks for coming in.
We're super excited to be here. I'm going to speak for you.
Oh yeah,
We're good.
you can do that. Yeah.
You're going to speak. So let me start with Courtney. So, genius bringing Ryan in. How did this all happen?
So I've been wanting to do a fundraiser for CMHA for a while, and when I decided I was going to do that, I went to our comedy daddy in Timmins. I went to Richard Stoodle and said, "Who do you got that could do this for me?"
Right.
And right away he was like, I've got a buddy, I'm going to talk to him, and it was Ryan, and so we've been talking for a while, and we're so excited to have him here for this event.
It's super cool to
Yeah.
have Ryan sitting right here at Studio 67.
Oh, I see. You're
is
you're
awesome.
giddy already. I
am
warned
giddy.
you, and you didn't
Starstruck.
listen. You're starstruck.
Yes. Ryan, he made the infamous drive all the way from Toronto here today.
Dear God.
Yeah.
You did.
And you say you're not going back. You're just going to
No,
look at
I figured that's how Timmins has a population. Like I said earlier, is that people make the drive here, and then they go, "Hey man, you got to drive home," and they go, "I don't think I."
That's
wanna."
it.
That's right.
You
Yeah.
can stick him in a mine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, stick 'em in mind.
He came here as a comedian. He's leaving as a heavy duty
it.
mechanic.
On the population
Yeah.
sign, he sharpied 1 extra. That's,
my
that's it.
joke
He's
was
standard.
better.
I can lift some rocks.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what they do, right?
They
Why
make good
not?
bucks.
Yeah.
So,
why not?
Ryan's a headliner. Courtney, an amazing comedian, part of the show tomorrow night. But Ryan's had a pretty storied career here.
Yes, he has.
Yes.
If you Google Ryan, you
Or
will
ask.
see him from, was it YTV?
YTV. Before that,
You're on TV?
Yeah, YTV was a lot of fun. Before that, I was a teacher on a Disney sitcom. So
how'd
it's
that
been
go?
all kid stuff.
Oh, hold on. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
What Disney sitcom?
It was called Overruled, and
Overruled.
we were between Hannah Montana and the Jonas Brothers, so it didn't
That's
matter.
a hot spot.
Yeah, we had
Like,
a great
that's
spot. I don't even know if the show's any good, but we had no choice but to watch us. you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, we did 4 seasons of that show where I was the laughable adult comedy sort of foil, where if something was going to blow up or somebody was going to wipe out, it was me. And I did that for 4 years. We won a Gemini for Best
wow.
Youth Program in Canada.
Well, congratulations.
yeah,
That's
at the
awesome.
Nice.
barbecue celebrating that win, we got canceled.
That's like how they terminated my
Canadian.
position.
That's, honestly, it's
That's
Canadian.
Disney
That's the
Channel
Canadian
turnover.
way to do it.
Canadian entertainment. You know?
Here,
You guys,
here's a hot dog. You're fired.
yeah, you guys are the best. We're going another way.
We're going another way. We're doubling down on Montana,
yeah.
tripling down on the Jonases.
That's it. Yeah,
so
your segment's
that
gone.
and then the YTV thing, and I think the only show that I ever did that wasn't a kid's show, because you get pigeonholed a little bit. I did a lot of children's television. Is I get murdered on an episode of A&E's Breakout Kings.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah,
okay.
but I got murdered by the ginger kid who beats the hell out of Ralphie in A Christmas Story.
That's sad.
Like that guy, but all grown up, you know? Yeah, he blows me up in a post office. And turns out he's a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
That ginger. I mean, he's a ginger.
He is a ginger.
That's awesome.
You were forewarned, but
Yeah, soulless creature.
So obviously, you know, you just didn't start out and plunked into a TV career. Like comedy is really about the grind, as cliche as it sounds. Like, and you've been grinding since. But like, what led up to these TV opportunities? Was it a lot of time on the road?
I think what happens is for me anyway, I was, you know, you're ripping shows and then eventually somebody pulls you aside and says, hey man, there's a whole bunch of money on the table for people that can do what you do on there, but like, why don't you give it a shot? So it was partly that, but I also, you know, I did 2 years at the Actors Studio at Yonge and Davenport, which was like, it's not there anymore, but at the time, Alan Jordan was the instructor. That guy had worked with Uta Hagen, and Uta Hagen's a weird name, not a lot of people, but Sanford Meisner wrote a book called Sanford Meisner on Acting, and it's kind of like, you know, it's either that or another book that every actor will read. Uta Hagen was like his last student, so I got to work with her, Alan Jordan. I did all of this acting studies for 2 years, and then got nothing but pie in the face for my entire fucking career. Yeah. So it was just
Right?
Yeah. So it was like I did a lot of work that way, and I still, you know, I'd still kind of want to do more serious stuff at some point. But the kids acting is where I fell into, and it's like, you know, once you're doing one kids show, now you've got rules on all the kids shows because kids love seeing the guy from this show up as somebody from this. So for a while there, I don't think there was a kids show in Toronto that I didn't have a role on. You know, I was on a show called The Next Step, and it's this like fake documentary dance show for young girls, and it's like you know, a kid show. I wasn't expecting anything. I didn't even know what the show was. Holy Lord, that show is globally very popular.
Yeah.
It's like insane. Like
Getting
that show.
stopped at you know, the local Tim's.
Yeah, I
People
had
asking for your
2
autograph.
weeks on set. I was in 2 episodes, but there is a Next Step wiki page where they have a whole breakdown of my life. And it's just like who and where that is a fan of this like silly dance show took the time to like research. So it's crazy. It was a lot of fun. You know,
How much has your career been, if you had to do like the weight here, how much is it like the talent and understanding the business? It can't be 50-50, right?
No, it's man, the business is so fickle, so you can understand it as much as you want. But like I said, I mean, we won a Gemini. We beat Degrassi for Best Youth Program in Canada, and Degrassi got renewed, and we got canceled at the barbecue. That's the business.
Yeah.
So it's like really we're in a place today where we're lucky. Because there was a time where, like I said, the business is so crazy. You really just took what you got and it was a lottery. But now people are in a position where you can almost skip the industry, create your own stuff with like what you guys are doing here, you know? And then what happens is that when you bring your own audience, you take the power out of their hands. And we didn't have that opportunity for the longest time. You couldn't do this. But now that you can create your own thing and develop your own audience, I mean, you can have more control over the business today than I think you ever used to, you know? Because you can kind of like tell people what your worth is by developing your own audience and stuff. And then, I mean, your audience is just going to continue to grow. And at some point, if you ever wanted to leave Timmins and bring this show somewhere else, you've got an ability to talk to the industry in a way that you wouldn't have been able to before, because you're coming to them with an audience. I mean, that's amazing for them because it's, you know, they don't have to do that themselves. So
Sounds like he's giving you life advice.
I would like him to be our
Life
agent.
advice from
sign,
Ryan Horwood.
Sign that foot to be our agent right there.
Yeah.
But this must be pretty amazing, Courtney. So I've seen Courtney perform. You're outstanding.
Oh, thank you.
And the shows that I often see these shows, and you're the standout to me and to a lot of people.
Well, thank you.
It must be pretty cool to be, you know, sitting next to Ryan and spending some time with him because
I'm a little starstruck, pretty pumped.
but like the fountain of knowledge or however you want to put it, to me that's super valuable because you can only learn things by going through things.
Oh, I plan on soaking up as much knowledge as I can over the next 2 days.
Yeah.
You feed off one another.
you know, it's the only way you get ahead. I'm not where I am without talking to guys like Gilson Lubin and comics that were ahead of me. And it's basically like once you're on the ladder, I mean, you can talk to the guys who are just above you. You know what I mean? If you never get on the ladder, you're never going to be close enough to talk to them and ask them. But once you're on the ladder and you're doing it, and they understand you're not going anywhere, the people above you should always be willing to help you out. Like I said, we're
Give
a
you a
tight,
leg up.
Yeah, you know, we're a tight little community, so you can offer something to a kid. I say kid. Sometimes people are very old when they start this, but I mean kid in terms of time in. But there's people that'll start this, and if you can give them just 3 minutes of your time and it saves them 6 months, because it's something that they would have figured out themselves. But if somebody can pull them aside and go, hey man, like the example I used, there was a comic wearing a hat for no fucking reason. It was a hat and it said Denmark in giant block letters right across the front of it. And I
Watch your hats, boy.
but I said to him, I go, Travis, are you from Denmark? And he goes, no. And I go, well, why are you wearing that hat all the time? Because he was wondering, why are things choppy off the top? And then it's hard for me to grab them. And I go, because there's little things like this, Trav. You go up there with that hat, and then you don't even talk about it. Well, you're taking them for a walk when you're doing a stand-up set. You got everybody by the hand. and
People are
everybody's-
wondering, are you from Denmark?
That's it. So instead of being able to listen to the jokes that you're throwing down and to be able to just enjoy themselves and go for the walk, they're still stuck on the hat. And you didn't mention the hat at all. But they're waiting for the fucking Denmark joke. You know what I mean? So I was like, Travis, try your set. Grab a hat that has nothing on it, man. Just grab a blank hat and tell me it doesn't go better. And it was like 2 days later, he gets a hold of me and goes, it's the fucking Denmark hat.
You had to
I go,
go,
yeah, man.
You should keep that on a pedestal.
Yeah. You just don't go up there with a hat that's just...
All I took from that is I should be self-conscious about what I wear tomorrow.
You're good.
Okay.
You want to wear this cloth hat or
Denmark,
what?
Absolutely
hat.
nothing. I'm going to borrow your hat.
No Denmark hats.
You can wear this Klomp hat. So what? Run us through the lineup tomorrow, Courtney. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a really good lineup. So we have Robin Thompson, who is a up-and-comer comedian. She is fantastic, super hilarious. Then we have Gil Gagandeep Singh, who's been around for a while. I think a lot of people know him. Absolutely hilarious. He hits you with things that you would never think you're going to laugh at, but he's fantastic. Ben Nash, who has been absolutely killing it on the scene lately.
Ben's been here a few times.
And then Richard Stoodle, our Timmins comedy daddy, is going to host the whole thing for us. So it's a really good lineup of stellar like.
And for
local
25
comedians.
bucks.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
25 bucks. Again, you couldn't even find parking.
Well,
If a venue
there's
like this
soup.
were to pop up in Toronto, it's 50 bucks just to get out of your car.
Easily. I really, you know, the idea that the comedy community is building here in Timmins is fantastic because a place this size, at least once a month, should have pro comedy here. I mean, the idea that like if it doesn't, I think the closest comedy club would be,
Sudbury.
Right,
and that's not
Sudbury from
even,
here.
I mean, is it
That's
even
like
a,
3-4 hours from here.
but is it a regular club there?
I
Or
don't
is it
think
they just
so,
throw
no.
shows
It's not like
there?
a yuck yucks.
Yeah.
Right. And maybe a yuck yucks, like a full-on club might not survive in Timmins just because maybe it is not big enough. But there's no reason why there shouldn't be pro comics here once a month. You know, something people can look forward to and make it a date night. But like, if you haven't been to a comedy show, go. Because every time we have a group that have never been, I mean, they stop you after they show and they go, you know, the next time you have 15 or 20 bucks or whatever it is, 25 and it's for charity especially. But I mean, people go to movies, and instead of going to see Joker 2 tomorrow, which is garbage.
Wow.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix.
Hey,
bad
Just save
reviews.
me
Hold
2
on.
hours.
Just ignore that. Imagine Cinema is one of our sponsors.
See all of the rest of their movies.
Yeah, you be the judge.
Yeah,
But
no,
instead
fair.
of seeing Joker 2, just take your cash and shit on it.
Yeah.
And then just throw it away, because that's what you're doing. You're throwing away it was horrible. I still went and saw it, but it
Yeah.
was
Well, it's because it's it's a musical.
Oh, it's
type
worse
music.
than just the music.
Right?
It's not even, that's the thing, is that, we don't need to get into it,
Yeah,
but it's not even the music.
Yeah.
The whole thing is just
It is bad. Well,
It is bad.
Sue says laughter is the best medicine.
It is the best
and it
form of
really, it's
medicine.
much needed.
It is.
Proceeds go towards the
very
Canadian
great
Mental
cause.
Health Association here locally.
Yeah, we have big door prizes tomorrow too. We're giving away. Lakeside Studio has provided us with a $300 gift card. So that's 2 hours of tattooing. I feel like tattoos and mental health go together.
Yeah, they do.
Why not?
Yeah.
Elite Geeks is providing one of those mini Nintendo systems. So we've got some great door prizes, $100 for full beard. So somebody gets their tab picked up tomorrow. So yeah, we've got some great prizes. We're also going to be running 50-50 to raise some additional funds for CMHA.
Wow.
Big night.
Yeah, it should be a good night.
You're very organized, Courtney.
Yeah, you should talk to the other people.
You should talk to, and we should say Courtney's going to be performing at our Halloween party on the 31st. She's going to be doing the comedy.
Yes, you will.
Because Mark said I don't want to hear Klomp doing jokes and all, so I
I
had to
did
bring in a
not
pro.
say that.
They're just evil kids.
I just said
Getting
Courtney's
into
a
the
little bit
kid
funnier
game.
than Klomp.
yeah, that's right.
Just inferred.
The kids joke. So, what type of comedy can we expect tomorrow from you, Ryan? I'm getting like a Greg Kinnear type of like easygoing vibe.
Yeah,
Is that
I'm
how
not,
your set presentation is, or is it different?
You know what? It's basically like it's changed so much. You know, over 25 years, like for the first however long, it was sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and then you get old. So that's not really the case, and I'm sober now, so I can't even talk about it. So I got some jokes about having a fucking cat. They're pretty good.
Sure, it's great.
You know what? It's almost all of my stuff is story based. I'm what they would call a storytelling comic. I'm not so much of a one-liner. I've seen what it is to try and do 45 minutes or an hour with one-liners, and I wouldn't wish that on my worst fucking enemy.
No, trust me,
I
I've
saw a
tried that.
headliner go up
Disaster.
once. He's a one-liner guy, and he had a stack like this, and that was his jokes for 45 minutes, and I go, there's no way.
There's no way you're going to do
There's
that.
no way, you know?
Coming up there with a big pile of recipe cards.
Yeah, exactly.
The only one who pulls that off is Jimmy Carr.
Is a Ryan Horwood set different downtown Toronto than it would be in a Northern Ontario community?
It's different in every venue, slightly different in every venue I play, because what happens is you're playing the spot you're at. Because if you ever get to the point where no comic should really be thinking about pumping out a set the perfect way and the way that it's going to go every time, because that's maybe a TV set, but if you're somewhere live, that show is its own show, you know? Right down from like what the material, I don't decide what I'm doing for an hour until I've been sitting at the back watching the crowd for the first 30 minutes, you know? And then it's like based on the crowd I'm watching, I'm picking and choosing from 20 plus years of what's going to work for them. You know, and then that's the idea.
You know what's going to fly and what
you
might not.
you get a vibe for the, and a lot of comedy is apparent spontaneity, and I don't want to ruin the magic, but I mean also, sitting at the back of the room, it's always going to be different off the top because I'm already writing for some of the people in the crowd. Now, of course, when I jump on there, don't tell anybody that I do it before, but when I jump on there, it's really, it looks very spontaneous, but I'm already picking out this kid looks like Harry Potter, this kind of thing, and I'm taking notes at the back of the room. And then every show, if you're not there and present for the show you're playing, and you're just going up and running through your stuff, you're doing it wrong. So yeah, every show I try
read the crowd.
Yeah, every show I try to make sure that crowd walks away feeling like not only did they see you live that night, but you were there with them.
And they were a part of your.
They were a part of it. You know
your
what I
set.
mean? Exactly. As opposed to somebody, because little things like when I'm doing a stand-up club, and I've never been there before, I'll get them to set the lights just because I want to know how bright they are. Because there are those cats that'll play to a blind white light. They don't care if they see the audience. And that's fine for some people, but those people aren't changing what they're doing, and they're doing the same damn thing every time they're up there. I can't do it that way. So I'll get them to jack the lights down a little bit because I need to see faces so I can connect with people. And that's always been my way. So yeah, you get a different show wherever you are.
So you're looking for the hecklers.
Well, no, if somebody wants to heckle, it's always fun because it's like, like any old comics will say, it's like, you're part-time at this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how often a year do you heckle? Because there's hundreds of nights a year where I'm dealing with guys like you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So,
fair enough.
I think the best I ever had with a heckler, I didn't have to do anything. I was in London, Yuck Yucks. I was hosting. I was sold out. There was a wall that they would bring down, and then that place could fit 300 plus people. So it was absolutely rammed. And there's a guy who wouldn't shut up from the start of the show. So if a heckler's got something to come back and it's actually funny and he fit it in there, I got respect for that. But when there's somebody where I hadn't said anything, and before the show starts, he's already trying to fuck the show. So that's what pissed me off. I sat on the stool. I didn't stand up. I just sat down. I looked at everybody and I went, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy. I go, how many people are here? 400? 400 people here tonight? And you're all, what, 25 bucks in for the show? And 399 of you are going to sit there and let this fucking guy ruin the night? You're going to put it on me? Fuck that. I go,
Show PG.
We're good. We're good.
Good to go.
We're trying to be hip and cool sometimes. I love it, man.
so I go, fudge that.
Fudge that.
You know, I go, I'm not doing it. So somebody else, you guys deal with this guy. And then in as much of a comedic way as possible, I just got comfy on the stool and just went, I'm not doing it. You know, this kind of a thing. And he's just, ba, 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 ba. And then, one of the biggest guys I've ever seen, he didn't stop standing up. Like, he got up. And he was just just huge. And then from stage, I can see cauliflowered ears, you know? And this guy walks up behind this guy, gets down on one knee, and he's as tall as him sitting. Puts his hand on his shoulder, whispered something in his ear, patted him twice, got up and went back to his seat, and that guy didn't say another fucking word.
Yeah.
The rest of the night, we had a blast. And it was fun.
Yeah.
And it's just, I find out later that the table behind them was a rugby team celebrating an event or something.
Oh, wow.
Oh, rugby
I
team
said,
and
a
Bruce
keeper
flying.
team here.
I don't know what he
That's
said. He
awesome.
could have said something like, I'm going to rip this shoulder right out of its socket. I don't know what I'm going to eat your face. He could have said anything. This guy.
It's a perfect time for Halloween.
Yeah.
And there's his head right there.
Yeah,
When
there it is.
Ryan
Yeah,
brought
on
it
a
here.
silver
Yeah,
platter.
you can see where the
What
giant
happens to
man had
hecklers.
licked most of it off.
What happens to hecklers?
Tear it out of his jaw.
If you plan. Ronnie's going to continue to post the link to purchase tickets. We do got 2 tickets to give
Yeah,
away.
2 tickets for tomorrow
But
night's show.
I'm super curious. What is, and I know that you're having a bit of a course, or people are going to listen to Ryan tonight. You're going to provide some advice.
There's a few of us getting together to pick Ryan's brain and just try to get it all the knowledge in there. And yeah, so we're excited about that for sure.
But I'm curious, what have you seen the common mistake that like new comedians make, Ryan? Like if a few of them, they have high expectations and maybe
There's like little cliche things that everybody will do.
Yeah.
Not everybody, but like, you know, you'll see newer comics doing it. You got another one of these. Where it's like, and you'll see it yourselves now that I mention it. Comics who will tell their jokes, but they do them in a way where they're sort of like embarrassed about them as they're saying them. And it's that kind of a shy vibe where they go, they'll tell the joke. So then the guy did the thing. And it's such a vehicle, you know, because it's like a sympathy thing. I don't know what they're shooting for, but there's always like little things people will do. It's most of the time what comics will do, and I've seen it from some of the best comics in Canada who are now today their own comic completely, and they found their own voice. But some of the best comics I've known in this country, in the first year or two, if you closed your eyes, they're Louis C.K. or like whoever it is they love. So sometimes what'll happen is people will go up there and kind of take somebody's vibe, you know, like their cadence, that kind of a thing. And all they are is a new comic that's a fan of that comedian. It's somebody that they look up to, but they don't have any choice but to sort of sound like them a little bit sometimes. So you'll see that with new comedians until enough people go, hey man, you're sounding a lot like Bill Burr. You
Yeah,
know? And then
I know I'm guilty of this, and I know exactly who it is.
yeah. And you see it with like comics from Canada in our scene where a young comic will come up. Like there was a time where there was, what's her name now? Diana Love and a couple other amazing comics, female comics. Some of them aren't even doing it anymore, which is a shame. But for a while there was like 4 or 5 younger comics and all of them were banging on one person's thing. So then it got weird, you know, because if like one young comic is sort of sounding like an older comic, then you go, okay. But then now they're on the scene, there was like 5 of them so it happens, but I mean, yeah. But you grow and you find your own voice, and you do your own thing at some point. But when you have no voice, you go up there with whoever it is you respect or whoever it is you love, and
You got to trust your material.
yeah. It's like your material, but sort of through like a Jim Jeffries lens or a whoever, you know what I mean? And then eventually that becomes more your lens and not so much somebody else's. But people will always do that, you know?
What, Courtney, so the partnership with the Canadian Mental Health Association is the focal part of this event tomorrow.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about that, the importance to you, and how this all came together.
So it's no secret. I put it out there in my comedy, obviously. I am bipolar and been dealing with that for many, many years. Have had some connections with CMHA through that process of getting stable. And yeah, CMHA does a lot of amazing work in our community with mental health services, with addiction services, with the homelessness services, like just so many different programs that they run for us. So it's really, really important. And they need some help. So it was important for me to do this. And I mean, you've met a good chunk of our comedians. Like there's a lot of mental issues there. We're all off our meds.
Makes for great
Well,
comedy.
you know
Good
what?
shows.
We need to.
This is how you express
We need to
yourself.
make sure that the services are there for
Yeah.
us.
We want to. Well, Kinsman likes to brag all the time, but maybe I'll
Okay,
I'll
you're
do
gonna
our part.
take it? Yeah.
You know, part of and a learning lesson for us is when we first started doing our show. 2020, I guess, in the midst of COVID. The Canadian Mental Health Association actually recognized us because they explained the importance of laughter for your mental health. And I've heard that saying many times, but I didn't realize the amazing effect it has when we heard from people that were going through very difficult times. Lots still are. And just even laughing just for a few minutes.
Can steer away and
Yeah.
join us for an hour.
Yeah.
And again, it takes them away from all the negativity on the planet.
We need more of that. Buckets of it. I mean, we're in a weird place today. There's a lot of I
weird
can't
stuff
imagine.
happening.
I just can't. I think things were simpler for us. I mean, growing up, and I can't imagine being a kid growing up with all this crazy shit right now. First of all, for any kid that grew up and Trump was the president, like it's all kind of fucked,
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
well,
like-
you may be president again.
Like at
who
some
knows?
point, you're just lately. I feel like it's just like, what's next? The
Yeah.
aliens are coming. Somebody said aliens are coming to me the other day.
Of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Asteroids
It's
are
hard to
coming
say
to
what's
wipe
going
us
on.
out.
This is the thing. You heard about this one?
Dinosaurs are coming back from the
Yeah,
dead.
Yeah.
What?
Things are nuts. I mean, there's Diddy caused a baby oil shortage.
Right.
There's so much going on. There's
I didn't promise anything when I took him here.
Yeah. He's gonna fit right in. Trust me.
Yeah.
At Full Beard.
that's
Yeah,
what
it's a
Diddy's
good crowd. If
Yeah.
you've never been to Full Beard,
I
this is
can't
a
wait.
great place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad I don't even drink anymore with all that booze there.
Yeah, that's right.
Which I think you should drink when you're there.
They should. Well, we have. Well, they're not on. We have a couple of our. We
Yeah,
we
some
have
of
our
our
own beer
cans.
there.
Yeah,
but
we
Yeah,
do.
you do.
Yeah, we do.
we have a couple cans here that are just filled with water. You could take it and still be part of that crowd.
There you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Faker. I'm a faker.
You're a faker.
yeah.
Make it a phony. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're not, and this is really awesome bringing Ryan in.
We're very excited.
Courtney,
It's gonna be an awesome show.
You putting everything together for the CMHA and all the other comedians. Genius.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I was very well supported in doing this. All the other comedians came through and have been fantastic for me because I know nothing about throwing a comedy show. But
Now
And
you-
here it
now
is.
you know-
And
Here we are.
back-to-back nights, too. Not
Yes.
only are you at
Yes.
Full Beard tomorrow, you're at the Y in Iroquois Falls Friday night.
yes, which all proceeds from the Y are also going to CMHA.
Okay.
So Ryan will be there tomorrow night or
Friday
Friday.
night.
Yeah, Friday night at the Y, and all proceeds are going to CMHA for that show as well.
Good.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. If there's two charities I'll always be in for, anything mental health related, and then anything with dogs.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah, I like dogs.
Your dog.
Yeah,
But he has a
Dog-
cat,
dog
but
cat.
he does charity only for dogs.
Yeah, because you can't have a dog with this kind of job. You travel around too much. I'd have to have one of those little dogs that's just like a really smart
Yeah,
hamster.
Chihuahua.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who wants that? You just have to take a step on him or something. I don't know. You need a big old dog you can wrestle with.
Paris
Want me to bring you around to
Paris
pet
Hilton
dogs
gets
up?
by
Yeah.
with it. But,
Yeah.
so Ronnie will keep posting the link. Was there anything else that we haven't mentioned? I know you had a big sponsorship come through
Yes,
today.
we did have a big sponsor come through. So Kid Operations came through. They are covering all the costs of running the show, which is fantastic because it means
Hey, yeah.
yes, it
What a
means
fantastic-
everything we're raising can go to CMHA. So that's been fantastic. There'll be a photo booth there with Pixel Plate photo booth. They're donating a couple hours. And Elite Geeks, Lakeside Studio, Full Beard, obviously, thank you for giving us the venue and everything. So, we're very, very excited.
Yeah, Johnny and Benji
a
and
beautiful
crew,
thing, yeah.
absolutely amazing over there.
Yeah, they're awesome. They've been fantastic through this whole thing.
Good. Well, appreciate
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
Ryan. Appreciate you,
Clumps
Courtney.
around.
Oh, we're going to do the fist bump?
If you're
Ryan
coming to the
Horwood.
Halloween family show, Courtney's going to be the
Courtney
comedian.
Racicot.
But definitely tomorrow night, date night out, fun night out. Go by
Yeah.
yourself, doesn't matter. It's
And
gonna be
going
a good
into
time.
tonight's show, 80 plus tickets, pushing 100 right now, so there's still room for more.
There's still room for more, but they're going fast. So, yeah.
$25. Again, fullbeerbrewing.com, or just show up tomorrow night at 8 o'clock,
Yeah.
but snag them before they're gone.
Yep, for sure.
It's going to be a sellout.
We're going to go crazy.
I think it's going to be a sellout.
All right, so when we come back, we're going to give away 2 tickets
Yeah,
there,
2
Kinsman.
tickets. Someone's going to be going to the show tomorrow night.
Hey,
8
we'll
o'clock
see you
at Full
there.
Beer.
All right, roll it, Ronnie.
For the best in photography, you choose Marc DeRoche Photography, award-winning, nationally accredited professional photographer based right here in Timmins, winner of the 2016 Best in Class Portrait in Ontario for 2016. And order your Sweet Freeze Halloween baskets today with Sweet Freeze Timmins. Check out their spooky selections and more, located 175 3rd Avenue in your downtown. You can even shop online, sweetfreeze.ca. And try the Sparks Pizza October meal deals today. Stop into 206 3rd Avenue for their French onion pizza specials and more. Also try one of Sonny's pumpkin pie milkshakes. Dine in or take out 206 3rd Avenue. You can even shop and order online, sparkspizza.ca. Receive $100 off $500 or $250 off a $1,000 purchase with the purchase of a 2025 Ski-Doo or Lynx apparel at Mikey's General Sales. Shop today, located 1301 Airport Road. In Steinberg and Mann turned 105 this month. Drop in and shop Darren Taylor's 105th year anniversary specials and more, located 25 Wilson Avenue. Become a Lions member today with the Schumacher Lions Club. You'll find them in the Lions Den in the basement of the MAC. Give them a call today, 705-267-6838. And have Albert and Katrina seal your deal with Royal LePage, your Northern Realty leaders. Check out their new listing at 464 Cedar Street South and more. Call for a showing, 705-465-3493. And go watch The Joker, The Wild Robot, and Beetlejuice at Imagine Cinemas this week. For tickets and showtimes, visit ImagineCinemas.com. Book your crown appointments this week with Darren DeBano with the Shine Shop Crown Timmins, located 1300 Riverside Drive. Also, stay tuned on how you can win an XRT Ultimate RC on our show, valued at over $3,000. Details coming soon. And the Storm take it on the road this week with a stop to the Claude LaRose Arena for a night and battle with the Lumberjacks. Next home game for your Storm will be Saturday, October 19th, 7:30 when they take on the Sioux Eagles. Get a ticket now for the NOE's Halloween Bashes. Happens Saturday, October 26th at the Dante Club. The Kids Bash 1 to 3 with the Adults Bash 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. Tickets available now at Wicked Stuff and Elfie's with the proceeds to Timmins Con 2025. And when you need your package delivered on time every time, you put your trust into Robert Champagne at Timmins Courier Service. Call today, 705-266-4285. Attawapiskat Catering is the full catering service for the De Beers Victor Mine Site, 100% staffed and fully operational by First Nations. And Ron Parody knows how to make the deals with your wheels. That's why it's worth the drive to Matheson Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Take the short drive today, 349 Highway 11 in Matheson. And if you need to rent it, then Gord's Rentals has it for you. Located 778 Riverside Drive, serving the industrial, commercial, and residential sectors. Find the post and nominate a nonprofit for Love for Nonprofits. And winners will win a free week of advertising on our show. With a big thanks to the Schumacher Lions Club and Sebastian Vermette Insurance and Financial Limited. Tackle your fall renos with professional guidance and know-how with Timmins Home Improvement Center. Stop in and browse their showroom today, located 89 Wilson Avenue. Need a trained security guard for your next event or function? Then contact Martin Peel today for your quote with Pat's K9 Protection and Detection Services, 705-288-7435. Find your dream home today with Jessica Gervais at Royal LePage, your Northern Realty leaders. Check out 189 Rosemarie Crescent and more. Online, Jessica Gervais at royallepage.ca. Still time to put a float in for the Santa Claus Parade, but the deadline is fast approaching with your downtown Timmins BIA. Deadline is coming up November the 1st. Get all the details and to register at downtowntimmins.com. And Fall Madness is on now with Timmins Hyundai. With the purchase of all your in-stock Palisades, Santa Cruzes, or Ioniq 5s, you'll receive a 55-inch TV free. Book your test drive today, 800 Riverside Drive. She's the producer of Sportsman Channel Canada and Just Hunt Inc., Amanda Lynn Mayhew, and boost your business and win free advertising on our show. With a big thanks to Timmins Courier Service, Canadian Trade X, and Mikey's General Sales. Watch for the weekly post to nominate. And the first and only First Nations owned security provider in Ontario is Advanced Security Protective Services, located right here in Timmins, 705-267-5547. For the best financial advice in the North, you call Sebastian Vermette Insurance and Financial Limited, 705-264-4395, or drop in and see them, 239 Wilson Avenue. And join Mel and Mel in their green room with Count Community, connecting opportunities by visiting networks together. For more details, visit online at shesconnected.ca. And it's not too late for youth bowling leagues at Midtown Bowl. For ages 3 to 19, always weatherproof and fun for everyone to enjoy. 705-267-3500. And the U9 teams have been selected with the PMHA. Schedules and ice times are now in your inbox and available online through the PMHA Facebook page. And the Timmins Majors play twice this Thanksgiving. Saturday night, 7:30 p.m. against the New Liskert Cubs, and Sunday morning, 10 a.m. against the Sioux Junior Greyhounds. Both games at the McIntyre Arena. And sign up now for fall DARE classes with DARE Timmins. Classes happen every Wednesday through till December at the Timmins Public Library. To register, you can email daretimmins@gmail.com. And jackpot days continue at Jackpot Time Timmins. Your chance to win double line prizes every single session, located 251 First Avenue. And watch our show all school season long for updates with the Northeastern Catholic District School Board. You can watch for interviews about events, programs, and student accomplishments, and more. And Chow says, see you soon. Ryan and Kennedy are getting close to their grand opening of the Chow Sandwich Company. Watch for details on their new restaurant location, located at 177 3rd Avenue in your downtown, coming soon. Get a ticket now for TFX Rockin' Bull Bingo. Happens Saturday, October 19th at the Mac Ballroom. Cost is $40 with games, prizes, DJ, dancing, and more. Details at TimminsFestivals.com. And our Feed a Family for Thanksgiving is coming up this Friday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. We'll see you at Johnson's, your independent grocers. We will be accepting donations of money to purchase gift cards for food for those in need. With a big thanks to the Timmins Hyundai crew, Matheson Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Sebastian Vermette Insurance and Financial Limited, and to Jacob and Tara at Johnson's, your independent grocers. Book your fall deep cleans now with DAP Cleaning Solutions. For the best in residential commercial cleaning excellence guaranteed in the North, call Andrew N for your free quote, 705-465-3500. Traveling soon? Then meet Northern Ontario's newest insurance broker, Roxanne Crawford. For home, commercial, farm, small business, or travel, call Roxanne today, 705-262-0415. Scan the QR code for a chance to win a $150 Amazon gift card. And it's Laugh Therapy Live in support of the Canadian Mental Health Association this Thursday night, 8 p.m. at Full Beard Brewing, hosted by Richard Stoodle, featuring acts from Ryan Horwood and performances by Courtney Racicot and friends. Tickets are $25, available online at fullbeardbrewing.com.
Ryan's had, he has quite the storied career.
He is,
yeah,
yes.
That's right.
Yes, again, if you search Ryan Horwood, it is the TV star. He's got quite the resume.
I wish I can drop a bucket of slime on your head there. I'm gonna just do it one night there, kids.
Yeah.
Over that
he
white
didn't
beard.
talk about the one show, Cash Craze. He was also part of that, which is the Canadian version of Wipeout.
Would you like your beard to go from white to green?
Or the slime.
Anything but black, eh?
Anything but black.
Yeah.
I'm not into the just for men. I'm not doing that.
Why not?
No, I'm going to age. If I don't care what color the beard is.
Do you
Not touching
exfoliate or
just
use
for when.
creams, or is that too much for you?
No creams. No creams.
No, yeah, okay. I didn't think so. Anyways, an amazing draw. Wheel of Winning overlays going up here shortly. Ronnie on
That's
the
Ronnie's
spot.
cue.
Yeah, that's Ronnie's cue.
Ronnie's cue. And again, someone's going to win 2 tickets to tomorrow night's Laugh Therapy Live at Full Beard Brewing.
Yeah, there we go. What an amazing show.
Amazing show, amazing lineup. And again, if you've never been to Full Beard, shame on
hasn't
you.
been to
Well,
Full
right, everybody's been. But if you've been for a comedy show, go check it out tomorrow night. $25 or win these tickets. You're saving yourself $50.
It's good math, Kinsman. That is good math. Okay, Ronnie, roll the Wheel of Winning. And who is going to the show, which all you got to do is...
Message Courtney.
Well, we'll message her
and
with
give
the
the
names.
details. Who's that?
That is Barb
Barry Gucher.
Barry Gucher, yeah.
Barry Gucher. He hasn't won in a long time.
The camera's in my line of sight,
Kind
so
of in your line
Barry.
of sight. But Barry, we know where Barry's at. We'll get in touch with you.
Yeah, no
DM us
kidding.
your information, and we'll pass it along to Courtney.
Yeah.
We'll take us
Well,
waiting for you. At the
All
door
he has to
tomorrow.
do is DM us his name. So
Yes.
do we really need it?
No. No.
I would say we know it's
We,
Barry.
we know it's Barry.
So,
and again,
Barry-
Courtney's going to know it's Barry, and
Yeah.
he's going to be off to watch the show tomorrow night.
Very easy.
Laugh Therapy Live again at Full Beard Brewing in support of the Canadian Mental Health Association right here in the city.
Yeah. So just show up and give your name there, Barry, and you are good to go. And that might even his brother. So maybe he'll take his brother. With
Okay.
him.
That's,
that's
Brian.
that's
That's the other
Brian.
Gutcher.
He said
Yeah.
he said congrats, bro, with the same last name. I put it all together there.
You're
Kinsman.
putting two and two together.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, there you go.
Okay, so tomorrow night, what's shaking there, Kinsman?
Tomorrow night.
I got a big surprise for you tomorrow
Big
night.
surprise. Well, that's why I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's right. I never tell you till about 20 minutes before we go on.
I got lost
But-
at the PMHA there. I was taking my boy back from.
I do want to say
Hockey
this. Friday, once again, is our Feed a Family event. We're going to be
yes, it is.
11 to 4 o'clock. We're going to be outside of Independent collecting money for gift cards for food. And then at 4 o'clock, we go purchase all the gift cards for food. And then at 5 p.m., if you are someone that could use a little assistance,
You
show
come
up
on by.
at our office.
67 3rd Ave is
Yeah.
where you need to be.
There it is. So that is a big one there, and we're looking forward to that. And I'm depending on you to give me the weather for that. Well, what is it going to be?
Well, right now, overcast and 16 was the last time I checked.
That's pretty good. 16?
16 degrees. I'll take it this far into October.
16, really?
Yeah.
No rain?
16. Well, it says 16 and cloudy. You said your weather app showed rain and
Yeah.
about 16 or 14.
All right. Anyway,
I'll believe my app.
Ronnie to wear his parka. All right, so maybe we'll see you at the comedy show tomorrow night also. 8 p.m., Full Beard.
8 p.m., Full Beard. Again,
Yeah.
tickets at fullbeardbrewing.com. $25. And, it's going to be a great show. Again, Ryan Horwood. Go check him out online. He's a funny guy.
And by the way,
Courtney
you
Racicot.
didn't
And
even
look
say
at that. Yeah,
anything
I
about
saw
my
that. Yeah, you're wearing a mic. It's a horror
icons.
shirt.
Yeah,
Horror icons.
jacket there, kids.
It's a jacket.
Yeah, horror icon jacket. Teddy gave me this. Teddy gives me a
Teddy
lot of
Pocher.
things.
Yeah,
he gives me a lot of things
he's
there,
the
Kinsman.
guy.
Yeah. He knows we're a horror buff. So, anyways, have a good night, you folks, and we will see you tomorrow night, right?
Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, right here, Studio 67 in downtown Timmins.
So many of us on the move, on the paths we choose. We worry about things people say and the things we do. But I don't care about nothing that doesn't care about me. I just wanna be happy to be. Come get happy with me. 'Cause we all rise and we all fall. Place our bets, might lose it all. But then one day it all makes sense. We gotta live like this is not the end. Live like this is not the end. Live life, live life. So if you wake up with the sun, or if you're the owl, take on each day as it comes, and remember love is power. When you're on top of the mountain, or looking out on the waves, I hope you drink from the fountain each day, and wash your worries away. 'Cause we all rise and we all fall. Place our bets, might lose it all. And then one day it all makes sense. We just gotta live like this is not the end. The end. 'Cause we all rise and we all fall. We place our bets, might lose it all.
in the sand, we heard an eerie supernatural band. Four zombies played a sinister tune as the vampires danced beneath the moon.
It's a Halloween scene under the stars with the witches and ghosts and the aliens from Mars. The ghouls are dancing on the sandy shore. In the Halloween scene, you never know what's in store.
Ha ha ha! The werewolves howled a crazy song, while in the sea the spirits swayed along. The night grew late, the stars shone bright. We surfed till dawn, till first daylight. With crashing waves upon this dark playground, this Halloween